The best possible players after Season 2 has been released in FC26 Ultimate Team. We have new objectives, we have new levels to reach, and we have new overpowered meta players on each position for every cheap price range. So if you're ready for that, congrats, you've chosen a perfect video. Do you need coins in FC26 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet to buy your FUT coins. Big creators use it, and it has the best reviews. And if you use my code VIVA, you'll receive an extra 8% discount at checkout. Link is down below. And with that, we're starting off with the goalkeeper position. A goalkeeper position is important, but you also know if you play this game, if you're conceding goals, some goals are just not savable. So even if you have Donnarumma or you have David De Gea, it doesn't mean a difference. It is a slight difference. Let's say a couple of shots every single 10 games are saved more by an elite goalkeeper in comparison with a good goalkeeper. So if you ask me what's the difference between Martinez, Mamashvili and Gianluigi Donnarumma in the Premier League, it is a minor difference. I have Donnarumma now. I'm conceding just as many goals as I did with Mamashvili as a goalkeeper. So does he feel good to have him? Yes, it does. Is it a must-have? No, it's not really. So scoring goals is easy, but defending them is pretty hard this year. So of course, with De Gea, you have a great goalkeeper in the Serie A. Keubel is great in the Bundesliga. Ederson is fantastic for a Brazilian squad or a Super League team. And yep, Mike McNo and Oblak are upgrades in comparison with the goalkeepers in the under 10k area. But they are just as good for 95% of the shots. Some of them are just unstoppable. You can jockey your goalkeeper, you can move him around, but as you know, if they finish good, you are just without any chance to stop that shot. So are goalkeepers important? Yes, they are, but just a little bit. If you know what I mean, you better have a great striker or a good center back and a decent goalkeeper than a super goalkeeper and a decent center back and decent striker. So goalkeepers, can you buy them? Yes. Are they cheap? Yes. Why? Because they don't really bring a lot to the table in comparison with the other positions. We then go to the center backs, and as you can see, we're also adding the objectives and the level cards you can reach. Now Season 2 has started in Ultimate Team. We are 4 or 5 weeks in. We mean a new season, new objectives and new cards to win for free. That's why I put all those objectives in the under 10k range on each position. That is, Vasquez, for example, is a very cool center back to get for free in the Serie A. You need to do the objectives, but still you get a great center back. Same can be said for a girl squad with Tarsiane of Olympique Lyon. If you don't want to do all that work to get, of course, an objective, you can also buy Hinchapi in combination with Lawrence. Great cheap duo to start off with. Bremer in the Serie A is good, and Schlotterbeck is the man to go for in the Bundesliga. Looking for a League E hybrid, you go with Marquinhos and Doué. Great partnership. We also have the likes of Eder Militao and Antonio Rudiger as the people we already know in this game. They're a little bit like the usual suspects. For 50k, we find Pacho. Pacho is a must-have if you want to upgrade or combine Marquinhos with a good League player. And I would say use Cabal in combination with Bremer. That Juventus link is very steady and will get you through the divisions quite easily. And they're defending like a good partnership. Saliba and Mickey van der Ven is my partnership at the moment. They're slightly above budget, but they will come down pretty soon. And for around 60k a player, you can get yourself a lot of power, great defending and high speed. But once again, all the players on this page are super meta, and for the price, quality wise, the best in the game. Soccer Deal Shop is the best place in the world for your football shirts, kits, training suits and more. Become a happy customer just like me and my son. You go to the website, click the link down below and use the code VIVA for a big discount. Happy shopping! When we go to this fullbacks, we're starting off with the right backs and left backs combined on this page. What's important? High pace, good dribbling, good defending, decent physicality, good passing and decent shooting. If they have it, it's an extra plus to take in with the cards. We go and start off ultra cheap, and we do that with Alphonso Davies in the Bundesliga, Basha in your girl squad, but Basha is not the only one. You can also go for an objective, leveling up your game with Carlos Augusto, a very cool player, but also Araujo is probably one of the best right backs in the Premier League. Forget about Jeremy Frimpong, this man is actually better. Frimpong is not bad, don't get me wrong, don't shoot me for that, but he is very, very good. Araujo, I really fell in love with this his card and trying to do his objective. Carlos Alberto got himself an objective card. It is not. It is, of course, a silver card, but still with all those incredible evolutions going on, or just using him in your silver squad is very cool because you pay absolutely nothing. And I know you have to play a lot of games to unlock some of those objectives. I know, I tried, but it is free. So if you don't want to spend too much money in this game, I always buy the coins, by the way, at U7Buy for a couple of bucks. I have millions of coins on my account. I do it daily. It's safe. It's tradable. It is so amazing. I made a video about it. Click the link down below. They're my partner for many years. But if you don't want to do that, players like that, doing objectives, getting them for free is a good way to invest your time without spending too much money. We then have under 25k. Jordi Alba is an all-timer, but a very good one. He already has an amazing SBC running at the moment. Günther in the Bundesliga is good on the left-hand side, and combine him with Da Costa of FC Mainz on the right-hand side. Mr. Meta is still there, and it's Theo Hernandez. His rating review is 89.5, still the highest on this page. That means how good he is. But we also have the 50k area with Marcus Llorente, the Marcus Beasley, Grimaldo, and Marek Cucurella, and also McCabe. She's there with a nice inform card. This girl deserved it, and you can see it. She's worth it. She has a nice rating, but of course she's not getting close to the skills I give some players like Theo Hernandez. So if you want to go for McCabe in a girl squad, be my guest, but there are better options on this page, even cheaper. We then pass the ball to the CDMs first, the defensive midfielders, and there we find one of my favorite objectives at the moment, and that is Fabinho. Fabinho was of course a great player at Liverpool. Now he plays in the Saudi League, but take a look at this card, how amazing it is. You can also see the rating review, 88.3. This is one of the best objectives for you to get. Beckenbauer is cool, but he's nearly not as good as Fabinho. So if you're choosing your time, spend it on Fabinho. It's a great investment in playing time and getting back quality skills. And N'Golo Kante and Sandro Tonali are the cheap players if you don't want to invest in any objectives or leveling up. For 25k, we find Stiller in the Bundesliga, Morten, the former Liverpool player, doing very well for Olympique Lyonnais, and a Premier League duo is there for the taking with Declan Rice and Yates. A good partnership and very steady at the back. And for 50k, the only one I can recommend you guys at the moment is Patrick Giroud, but you have to combine her with Bonmati and Putellas, because then you actually get a tridente on that midfield. And Josh Kimmich, he is good, but you can see there is a big gap between the CDMs being okay meta and super meta, because then we have to go to players like 100k plus stars. So I made a video about this. I made this video also for 10k, 100k, so you can look it away after this. So many midfielders, I don't know where to start. Well, just take it step by step then. 10k, Ryan Gravenberg. Great, I still have him as my right midfielder in my squad in Division 3. That's still great, he still does a good job. Maarten de Roon and new team of the week 7 card, Zambo Anguissa, or team of the week 6. Help me, what's the new team of the week? 6 or 7. Zambo is in there, a nice addition for your Serie A hybrid. We have Fred. If you like objective Fabinho, you have another Brazilian to add to your story with Fretch. And Guerrero, she is an insane lady on that midfield. Of course, also Car Huey was there on the left back position. She can also play Car Huey as a centre mid, I would say. I won't say centre back, no, she plays also as a centre mid. So that's why Car Huey is also a killing lady, very good in that position. And for 25k, we have Mariana Barella. Barella is still fantastic in the Serie A. Bruno Guimaraes is good and usable in the Premier League. And Vitinha is a must-have to choose from, of course, on that midfield, just like Pablo Fornals. If you can spend around 14, 15k a player. When you have 50k to spend, you can make yourself a midfield of Marcus Llorente alongside Pedri. If you like girls more, Dunn is there. And if you like Ryan Gravenberg, you can be combined with his fellow teammate of the Dutch national team, you go for Tijani Reina. So if you're good to go with all these players, you have actually a very good and strong midfield. When we then go to the camp position, I can tell you we find a lot of quality from Argentina first. On the under 10k budget, we have Lionel Messi and Paulo Dybala. Maybe use them in a 2-cam formation and you can see miracles happening in front of your eyes. Looking for the best Premier League player to go for, it is Cole Palmer. He is slightly higher than the budget, but don't shoot me, I had to put him on that section. And we have Marta. If you like the Binya is just as good as Marta, but Marta, her card is free. And of course, the Binya has the 5-star, 5-star, making her even better. Trust me, give Debinha a chance. This girl really wants a spot, and Debinha is there for 50k. I know Magda is cheaper because she is absolutely free for the taking. If you don't want to wait for Magda, you could buy Debinha and be my guest and enjoy a upgraded Magda version. That's it. But if you don't have the coins for Debinha, unlock Magda. Simple as kissing. Musiala is still great in the Bundesliga with 90 dribbling. He is so agile. Alex Berenguer is good, but what to think about Bahoya? Bahoya is an amazing SBC, and I know a lot of people rather use him maybe down the wing, but I can tell you, if you use him as a left midfielder, he will also destroy wingers and fullbacks. He is that quick. 96 pace. I use him all the time in the career mode. If you watch my career mode videos, you probably saw Bahoya once or three times already. That's how good he is. Good old Thomas Müller actually got himself a decent, great looking Halloween card. That is still great. I already told about Debinha, and she is great just together with Lavelle. They're both fantastic, those girls. Lando Donovan is good with 89 pace, 85 dribbling, good shooting, and 4-star, 4-star. And Jude Bellingham, you can rather use him as a center mid, but for now his natural position in this game is cam. He's also good on that spot, so choose with Bellingham. You can't make a wrong decision. We then go to the wing position. I really like this. So many great new options we have. We have Luis Diaz and Doku. We all know them. They started off with 30,000 coins. They're now very cheap for you to get for 4 to 6, 5k. You can have these boys in your squad. Also, Marcus Rashford went up slightly in price, but he's still a great player. A lot of people use him in a evolution, so you can upgrade Marcus Rashford to 84, making him a striker that is very hard to defend. But we also have brand new objectives. What to think about Igor Paixão, Brazilian. Once again, after Fabinho, after Fretch, we have another Brazilian wonder boy on that wing position to add it to a free team. Same can be said about Jip Heuving Chucky Lozano. He went back to the MLS. A great partnership is born with Donovan, for example, and with all those girls like Trinity Rodman, Wilson, striker. You know, you have so many people to really annoy with a team like that. So try and unlock Lozano. You can also see the rating review of him is 89.2. That is how many people like, rate, and love him at the moment. I don't want to tell bad news about Reiten, Swanson, Chawinga, or Rafael Leao, because they're also great upgrades. For around 13 to 20,000 coins, they really strengthen your team. And for the 50k, we find the more well-known players. Inform Godi Gakpo for Inform. He got it in Team of the Week 5, I believe. Kvaratskhelia is still a great player. Park Ji-sung, Mr. Dynamite, he never gets tired. And Salma Paralelio, this girl also keeps running, never gives up, and is just a pain in the ass for everyone you play against. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and put on the notification bell. Buy these amazing shirts at the Soccer Deal Shop, and buy the coins at U7 by right wing. Hold on a second. So many amazing players, so many objectives to do. We have Rodrigo. If you reach the highest level, you get an 88 rated bloody fantastic Rodrigo. It's all about those Brazilians. We have Fabinho, we have Fretch, Igor Paixão, and now Rodrigo. Isn't that amazing? Also, Carlos Alberto was there on the right back position as a silver, so that is so damn cool. I really love those objectives, and of course it gives you some energy to play a lot of games, to go level up, to go for the XP and get a player like Rodrigo or Ovelle. If you like this girl as well, she goes in your MLS squad. They're free. That is just insane. We also have Trinity Rodman. You can buy her if you don't want to invest in Ovelle. I understand. Buy Rodman for 4k and you have the same type of player. And Doué is also great in the Paris Saint-Germain League team. For 25k, we find Greenwood, once again Rodrigo, but then the downgraded version. Orsolini and Teja. Teja can play as a cam, but we all use him on that right wing position because we love him. We would rather use him on the left wing position, cutting aside, but he can't play naturally on that left wing, so we still have to use him on the right wing. And for 50k, we find Steve McManaman, Dioni, Francisco Conceição, and Bob. Older cards, more well known, but as I told you, we have so many cool objectives, you just have to get them. I tell you, Brazilians are amazing with the new objectives. Now you have Pele. Yes, you can get yourself 74 rated Pele and Müller, but I love Pele way more. And maybe you can put him in some evolutions. You can get him up to become a superstar, or else you just have Silver Pele. That is just cool enough for me to have this man. So I'm trying everything to unlock him. I'm letting my son play games on the lowest level of what I need to do in squad battles. I let friends play if they come over. I just want to unlock Pele and Jairzinho, by the way. So Jairzinho is also there. You just seen him. So we have so many amazing cards from Brazil to save our time up for, because I'm willing to do that. Pele and Müller want to invest coins immediately. Claudio Pina, you know this girl is on fire. She is Miss Meta in FC 26. We also have Dumornoy, also fantastic. Osimhen, Julian Alvarez, class strikers, nothing wrong with them. Please don't forget that. Aubameyang, what a striker in the League 4-star, 87 pace, 88 shooting, 84 dribbling. He's really good. Alexander Isak, Maximilian Bayer, and Ansu Fati, nothing wrong with these killing machines. They will get you all the goals. And for 50,000 coins, and finishing up this video, we find the more known players: Haaland, João Felix, Djurka's, and Milito. So I hope the video helped you also to make a decision about what will I do with those objectives and leveling up in Season 2 that has been released today in FC 26 Ultimate Team. So I hope you loved it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. I am back with daily videos, so don't miss a single thing, because you might be too late watching some videos a couple of days later. So subscribe and put on the notification bell. I thank you all and wish you all a fantastic day.